Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Agricultural Engineering. Today we are going to solve part 3 of ICAR PG entrance exam, and today's topic is soil and water conservation engineering and irrigation and drainage engineering. So without wasting so much time, let's start. So first we will see straight MCQs. In the universal soil loss equation, factor K refers to. So for uh, in universal soil loss equation, first you have to go through each term. The universal soil loss equation is equal to RKLSCP. So you should know the meaning of each term. So they are asking factor K refers to. So the factor K is representing erodibility factor. R is representing erosivity factor, L is representing length of slope factor, and CP representing conservation practice factor. In case of shallow wells, the depth of pumping water level is 6 meter. So you should know the depth of pumping water level in shallow water wells. So density index or relative density is defined as E maximum minus E divided by E maximum minus E minimum, where E max is equal to void ratio in the loosest state, E minimum is void ratio in the densest state, and E is equal to natural void ratio of the deposit. So void ratio is nothing but volume of voids divided by total volume. In hydrometer method of sedimentation analysis, which correction is always negative? Temperature, meniscus correction, dispersing agent correction, composite correction. The answer is dispersing agent correction. Answer the following regarding the water lifting devices and find the odd man out. So scoop is water lifting device, swing basket is also water lifting device, and Archimedean screw is also water lifting device. So percussion drilling is related to bore well, so it is odd man out. Contour bending is technically not feasible if the land slope is greater than 6%. So if your land slope is less than 6%, then you should go for contour bend or bending, and if your land slope is greater than 6%, then you have to go for terracing. So you just compare the slopes, the rainfall, these two things with bund and terraces, so that you can easily remember these things. Water conveyance efficiency is defined as the ratio of water delivered to the irrigation plot divided by water delivered from source. So how much water is from the source is delivered to irrigation plot divided by the water delivered from source. Water course in any channel which is supplied with water from a canal but which is not maintained at the cost of the government, the carrying capacity of water course generally varies between 30 to 120 liters per second. Amount of water in soil available to plants is determined by field capacity and wilting point. The constant rate at which soil takes in water after an extended period of time is called as basic infiltration rate. So most of the times students get confused in between infiltration and percolation. So infiltration is the entry of water into the soil layer from surface, and in percolation case the water entered into the soil as well as it reaches to the groundwater level. So means depth of water penetration in infiltration case is very less, and in case of percolation it is greater as compared to infiltration. So the correct relationship between Peclet number, Reynolds number, Prandtl number, Rayleigh number, and Grashof number is. So to understand this relation, you have to go through this each dimensionless number. I would like to suggest that in Chandra question bank for ICAR JRF. In that question bank, at last they have mentioned the definition about definition of dimensionless number. So once you go through that, or otherwise you can take help of internet also, or I think in fluid mechanics they have mentioned this dimensionless number, so you have to go through that. So the correct relationship is PE is equal to Reynolds number into Prandtl number, and Rayleigh number is equal to Grashof number into Prandtl number. Particle size distribution curve. Effective diameter is a measure of particle size, that is 10% of the particles are finer than the size. So there are few terms D60, D10. So what is meant by that? It is nothing but the representation of particle size distribution, and D is representing effective diameter. Water level in piezometer represent phreatic water level. So now let's go for assertive type MCQs. The method of laying right angles with chain or tape is, the options are 3, 4, 5 method, chord method, semicircle method, sine method, offset method. So the correct answer is 3, 4, 5 method, chord method and semicircle method. Consider the following statements about the farm ponds. Farm ponds are created for rainwater management, fish production, recreation, livestock and wildlife habitat. It is correct. Majorly two types of farm ponds are found, such as embankment and dugout type. It is also correct. The capacity of farm pond can be estimated by using trapezoidal or Simpson's formulae. This statement is also correct. Trapezoidal formula gives accurate estimate than the Simpson's formula. This statement is incorrect. So this D option will not be answer. Option number E, to remove water from compound, mechanical and emergency spillway are provided. This option is correct. So the option A, B, C and E are correct statement about farm ponds. So given are two statements. California Puerto is a type of bench terrace. Statement 2, construction of California Puerto Rican terrace is by excavation the soil in little amount in each ploughing and pushing the soil down the hill. So both statements are correct. So before that you should know what is meant by California terrace. So you just search about that terrace. So here we have to match the following. So the phi index is related to infiltration index. Detention storage is a short-term storage and it calculates the loss by evaporation. Current meter, you should know what is use of current meter. Current meter is used for velocity measurement, and stage discharge relationship is given by rating curve. A beaker is filled with water at 4 degrees Celsius. One time temperature is increased by few degrees above 4 degrees Celsius and another time it is decreased few degrees below 4 degrees Celsius. One shall observe that the level remains constant in the case it's wrong. In the first case water overflows while in second case it comes down. It is also not true. In first case water comes down while in second case it overflows. It's also not correct. The correct answer is water overflows in both cases. In case of loose housing type of dairy barn, pardon, this question is from PFE, but still by mistake we have considered in this section. So let's go through this one. In case of loose housing type of dairy barn, cows are milked in milking parlor and labor requirement is less. Possibility of spread of disease is low. It's incorrect. The possibility of spread of disease is high, and flooring space requirement per cow is less as compared to stall barn. This is also wrong. So the comparison between loose housing barn and stall barn is asked in ARS exam mains exam, comparison between these two bands. So don't ignore this topic. Please go carefully through this topic. Consider the following statements about the hydrological aspects of rainfall. Cetyl alcohol is used as chemical for evaporation inhibitor. This one is correct. Isohytal, Thiessen polygon and arithmetic mean method are used to distribute point rainfall into entire catchment area. This one is also correct. Falling raindrops are intercepted by vegetation called as throwfall. This statement is incorrect. Return period is nothing but the probability of occurrence of an event of a random variable whose magnitude is equal or in excess of a specified magnitude. This statement is correct. DAD curves are used to estimate the severe floods in the area. So, except statement C, all statements are correct. Given below are two statements, assertion A and reason R. So, assertion A is Darcy's law is used in studying groundwater flow in alluvial formation. This one is true. Reason R is the specific yield of clay soil is 15 to 30%, whereas it is 1 to 10% for gravel. So the reason is incorrect. So the correct answer is assertion A is true, but R is false. Now the hydraulic grade line in open channel flow is the water surface. This one is correct. And statement 2 is the hydraulic grade line in a flow. It connects the elevation to with water would rise in piezometric tube along the pipe. This one is also correct. So here two statement, assertion A and reason are. The distance from the center of the well to the outer limit of the cone of depression is known as radius of influence. This one is correct. Radius of influence depends on the pumping rate, length of pumping period, aquifer characteristics, slope of the water table and recharge in the zone of influence of the well. So this one is also correct. So both statement A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation for A. Level bench terraces are generally used in those areas which receive medium rainfall and have highly permeable soil. This one is correct. Level bench terraces are constructed in steep slope regions and they are level having slope less than 1%. So both statement A and R are correct, and R is correct explanation of A. The various forms of soil water are as follows: rainwater, hygroscopic water, capillary water, gravitational water and runoff water. So choose the correct answer from the options given below. So the soil water, various forms of soil water are hygroscopic water, capillary water and the gravitational water. So you have to go through this soil water relationship. There is separate topic about soil water. You just go through that topic. Laser control equipment is being used for land smoothing operation. Land smoothing is done if the slope of land is more than 10%. So statement 1 is correct statement, but statement 2 is incorrect. So land smoothing is done if the slope of land is more than 10%. This is a wrong statement. So you have to find at what slope the land smoothing is done. So assertion A is subsurface drainage is long lasting and has lesser maintenance. Reason R is in surface drainage system with growth and farm machinery movement interrupts flow. So the A and R are correct, and R is correct explanation of A. So consider the following components of hydrograph and arrange them in order from beginning of rainfall to end of rainfall in semi-arid region. So it is important that we ignore this topic, unit hydrograph. So you have to remember this sequence, and we have to arrange from beginning of rainfall to end of rainfall. So the first is no flow at the starting. After that it will show rising limb. After that peak will be there. After that point of inflection will be there, and E is falling limb. So rising limb and falling limb. Falling limb is ending, and first of all no flow will be there, and after that rising limb will be there. So you should remember this sequence. Another question is, solar pond is an artificial deconstructed water pond in which significant temperature rise occurs in lower region. The salinity gradient salt slope gives found a vertical density difference, creating a non-convecting environment. So both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. So sprinkler irrigation system is not suitable for clay soil, correct. Water distribution pattern under windy condition is not uniform in sprinkler irrigation system. So both statements are correct, but the reason is not a correct explanation for assertion A. The product of relief H and drainage density is denoted as ruggedness number. The statement 1 is correct. Relief is the difference between the point which is having highest elevation and the point which is having lowest elevation, and drainage density both are denoted as ruggedness number, their product. The value of ruggedness number becomes extremely high when H and DD are large. So if statement 1 is correct, then if we increase H or DD, then of course the value of ruggedness number also increase. So the statement both statements are correct one. Orographic precipitation is that on which occurs with moist air masses men get lifted up to higher altitude due to presence of mountain barriers. Reason R is infiltration is the flow of water into the ground through the soil surface, and it is measured by using double ring infiltrometer. So both statements are correct, but the reason R is not correct explanation for assertion A. So in that previous case, infiltration, for measuring infiltration, which instrument we are using? That is double ring infiltrometer. Remember this, infiltration is measured by using double ring infiltrometer. Assertion A, only positive displacement pumps are used in fluid power system. True. Reason R is positive displacement pumps maintain nearly constant pump flow rate independent of the pressure. So both statements are true. And why they are called as positive displacement pumps, the reason is given. So the statement A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Here are two statements. Watershed is one whose area is 50,000 hectares. Statement 2 is micro watershed is one whose area is between 1000 to 10,000 hectares. So for answering this question, you should know how much area it will cover under micro watershed, mini watershed, or a medium watershed. So you should know area, only then you can answer this question. So here now the both statement 1 and statement 2 are false. Pump converts mechanical power to fluid power, and actuator converts hydraulic power to mechanical power. It's true. Hydraulic cylinder provides rotary machine power, and hydraulic motor provides linear mechanical power. So the statement 2 is incorrect and statement 1 is correct. So first we have to consider these statements about erosion, and we have to find correct. So accelerated erosion is man-made, it's true, and it erodes soil faster than the geologic erosion. Statement A is correct. Attrition is mechanical breakdown of soil particles due to collision with each other. So this attrition is mechanical breakdown, true. Saltation is the transportation of soil particles by rolling over the stream beds in the form of mud. This statement is also correct. Splash raindrop erosion is removal of thin layer of soil from soil surface. This is incorrect. Roll erosion is the advanced stage of rill erosion is the advanced stage of gully erosion. This one is also incorrect. So the correct answer is A, B and C. So irrigation schemes with culturable command area of 10,000 hectare or more are classified as major irrigation project. All irrigation schemes having a culturable command area up to 2,000 hectare individually are classified as minor irrigation project. So for you have to go through the classification of irrigation project, then only you can able to answer this question. Till now I will answer this, both statements are correct or true. Here match the following. So first, tipping bucket is recording type of rain gauge. For that you should refer a book related to hydrology, watershed hydrology. And in hydrology itself, tipping bucket means rain gauge for measurement of rainfall. There are two types: recording type rain gauge and non-recording type rain gauge. So tipping bucket is the part of recording type of rain gauge. After that, class A pan is of course pan evaporimeter is used for measurement of evaporation, so the answer will be evaporation. And synthetic unit hydrograph is cinder, and unit hydrograph is measured using Sherman formula. So numerical problem: if the appearance specific gravity of a soil is 1.4 and moisture content is 14%, the moisture in terms of centimeter per meter of soil is. So for finding moisture content in centimeter per meter, if you have given specific gravity and moisture content, then you just have to multiply the moisture content by the given specific gravity. Here in this case, moisture content is 14%, so you just have to consider 14 and multiply by it specific gravity, which is 1.4. You will get answer 19.6. So thank you for watching our video. For more such videos, don't forget to subscribe our channel, and in the next part of this lecture series and last part, we will see the solved questions related to EOES, or which is REE now, maths, and the about basic engineering. So stay tuned with us. Thank you for watching our video.